Sure. My name's Paul Manerick. I'm a parishioner at St. Ed's and father of two girls who are in the Family Faith Formation Program.
And my name's Mike Lachin. I am a parishioner here at St. Ed's for, it's probably 10 years now. I have a junior in high school at St. Pat's, and I have a daughter that just went through Family Faith Formation here as well.
The men's group before COVID, in the before times, it was a lot of cool stuff that we were doing before then, but and we answered some calls to demo the old chapel in the convent. We did a couple days of emptying out the basement of the church from stuff, just hauling stuff, stuff that takes a little bit more muscle and kind of a cool way to bond.
A lot of times it's just easy to wave and see somebody at church and not really develop a deeper relationship with that person and understand kind of, we all have our things that we go through and all that. I know that, there's a group of us that have been kind of doing a weekly thing, and, Jimmy and Father and I went out and played golf and had, some fraternity out there. So it's a good thing to be able to kind of spread out and meet those new people that you might only see on a Sunday when you're at church. So
yeah, I remember we were talking about it, right? The idea that so many of us wouldn't have these relationships with each other outside of this group, and then to know that we can talk about our faith, because so often we talk about everything else except for our faith, right? But then to have a group of guys come together and have meaningful conversations, we don't just talk about our faith, but that's always a part of it.
It's a common bond, right? And I think we've talked about it. I think as a man, a lot of times it's hard. We already are not programmed to talk, right? and so the idea that you have this, again, growing up and obviously, being Catholic all my life, I never really had that outlet. It's always like you always had some other reason, whether it be a common interest, sports or work or whatever. But to have this commonality that we all can kind of bring to the table to go along with other things and experiences, I think is a great thing.
Yeah, and there was real bonding too, which is cool. When I had to get a surgery done, and Mike drove me to the hospital because my wife was at work, and he was like, I got you, man. So we took hikes and stuff together. And I know we want to kind of keep it going, a monthly meeting, and we grow. Right now we've got the 8 of us, plus there's a good number of guys that were doing the men's club before COVID. So as we resume kind of post-shutdown activities, I think it's cool, but to bring more men in for a place that, in the parlance of today's world, a safe space to talk about our faith. And for sure having that kind of, Mike say, hey, I was thinking about doing this, and okay, all right, I guess I'm going to do that now. Go to this holy hour or whatever, but it's awesome. It's something that that community, that fraternal kind of support group almost, that we encourage each other to do things that normally outside of it, I would find reasons to not do something like this.
Yeah, you wouldn't get the same encouragement,
right?
So again, because of differences, but again, we can all take the differences that we all have and where we're coming from, and have that common desire to build the fraternity. And then from there, do any kind of, you talked about the service stuff that you did here, and the things that I've seen that I wanted to get involved with, I found myself wanting to get more involved with after being part of this. It starts to open up some things. So I think it's a great way to again meet some of the guys here, understand where everybody's coming from, and we're, like I say, coming from all walks of life, and I think it's great to have that.
So Father Dom's gonna make it a point to include in our bulletin any events that the men's group will be doing. We'll probably even make announcements the weekend before, things like that. So check the bulletin to see what we're doing. There's an email list.
And we can always add on to that email list. And if, again, we're going to reach out to some of the guys that we know and start to build upon that. And again, it's reaching out and trying to build a community. And, now that we're coming out of COVID, gives us all the more reason to start to get back together and socialize and help with the community and what we're looking to do here. So
join us.
Look forward to seeing you.